And the audio too. Unbelievable. Okay, here we go. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, dogs and cats, to the Eric Anders Lang Show. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. today. I'm excited. Jojo, you were there for that. That was a late night chat.
That was about 9 p.m. I think we had all taken a shower and toweled off, but still somehow felt separately. Still felt wet from the round that day. it was raining cats and dogs.
Not the showers.
Yeah.
Jesus, Jojo.
Just not really clear. Anyway, it was a really good interview.
It was a great interview. Ricky's like one of the top stock car racers in the world, and he has a lot. I would kind of expect. I guess the thing is, like, I would expect him to be kind of insane, but he's actually pretty normal, and it's a lot like golfers. It's very like calm and collected.
You have to be calm, cool, and collected when you're sitting in one of those cars and you're going that fast. It kind of makes sense. You have to be crazy, and you have to be able to be calm while you're being crazy.
Learning how to be calm while you be crazy.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's full-time NASCAR Cup Series. He drives the number 47 Chevy Camaro ZL1. And I went for a hot lap with him once. It's on my Instagram. It was like fucking terrible.
That's how y'all met, right?
Yeah.
And that was in Austin.
Yeah, basically I went out to Coda during the Dell match play, and all of these pro golfers were doing hot laps. And the driver of the car gets out and he's like, "Eric, I'm a huge fan. Jump in the car." And I was like, "Wait, what?" And like it was just insane.
Which leads us to, we didn't record the pod that day. We recorded it the day after the PGA Championship.
Yeah.
Which we talk a little bit about what was going on that day. You played golf there.
Yeah, we shot a break 90.
And one of the craziest stories around a break 90. I mean, it's
the lightning.
Yeah, the lightning.
The rain. I mean, it was
the next
intense.
day.
We got delayed.
It's a really good story. I hope one day like people get to see it. That's kind of my.
Yeah, we'll look into that. But anyway, yeah. So Ricky's a great guest on today's show, which, as always, is brought to you by the best rangefinder in golf and the official rangefinder of Random Golf Club. Precision Pro Golf's NX10 is here now. It's on the RGC website. And the coolest thing about this rangefinder is you've got a way to customize your own rangefinder. We've got 2 Random Golf Club, I don't know what they're called, like face plates or like...
Yeah, like a plate, a sleeve.
A sleeve.
They're still working on the terminology.
Yeah, what would you call that?
Because it's so brand new. It's innovative.
It's kind of like a shazzle.
It makes this sound when you take it off and you clamp it back on.
Satisfying. Do it again.
Sick.
I want to hear it again.
It's pretty dope. Yeah, we the one I'm holding right now, it's got this like blue relief, really cool random design, but there's also the monogram.
Bum, bum, bum.
You just got to go get one.
It's a good looking rangefinder. It's also got the magnet on it.
The magnet's the best part.
Yeah, it's a magnet that repels bogeys.
I didn't know that. That hasn't worked for me.
Yeah.
I must need to turn on that setting.
Right.
Got a slope rating on.
Slope and then bogey rating.
Bogey rating.
You got to turn the bogey defense.
Can't use it in tournament play.
Folks, this pod is brought to you by Bogey Defense, your new VPN for bogeys. It's a bogey private network.
It comes in like an aerosol, like
virtual bogey negotiator.
But most importantly, if you've always wanted a rangefinder, don't want to break the bank, you're going to want to take your game to the next level. Go to precisionprogolf.com and you're going to use code ERIK. It's $20 off your first purchase.
I got to say, Jojo, it's good to have you back on the show. I've missed you.
What did you do? Your last show was in the middle of.
Oh my God, I was in a 110-degree hotel room I didn't have this SD card for my Zoom recorder. So it's nice to be back in an air-conditioned space with windows.
It's also nice, though, to know you can do it anywhere at any time,
Even in captivity.
Like post-nuclear apocalypse dystopia, you're going to be fine.
Yeah, I mean, nuclear apocalypse doesn't affect the whole world, does it?
Hopefully it'll be one of those small ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're hoping for a localized.
One thing I got really obsessed with when I was younger was Bikini Atoll.
The Bikini Atoll, where they did the tests?
Yeah, the testing. It's kind of a vibe down there.
Yeah, I love the idea that the scientists were picking where to do it.
Yeah.
And one of them was like, well, we could go to the Bikini Atoll.
Yeah, and the other guys were just like, like you could see the nerdy eyebrows just raising. We have another announcement. This just in. The RGC Roadshow will be coming to you live this week from the home of golf, the 150th Open Championship at the Old Course.
Yeah, we're going to be in St. Andrews.
That's
pretty sick.
Have you been to Scotland?
I've never been to Scotland.
Holy shit.
Only ever been to London.
So have you ever been to the Old Course?
Crazily enough.
I was going to see if maybe you would say yes. Dude, are you fucking kidding me? You've been to England?
I've been to London.
Okay.
And just inside the city.
London's different.
Yeah.
Have you been to Ireland?
I've never been to Ireland.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah,
you're gonna shave. Will you shave your head?
Well,
shave your head.
That's one way. That's one thing to do this week.
I want you to express your excitement by
if you go and subscribe to the RGC YouTube channel, the RGC Radio, search it on YouTube, and we get another 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, I'll shave my head.
How many subs do we have on YouTube right now?
About 1,000.
So if we get to 2,000 subs on the RGC Radio YouTube channel,
oh my God, that's so possible.
It's so realistic.
5,000 subscribers is going up.
All right, well, we got a new CTA here. Anyway, check us out at the Open Championship. We're going to be doing daily shows and recaps and previewing every round. Plus, we're going to have interviews with players, caddies, and other personalities throughout the next several weeks. So look forward to the RGC Roadshow. We're very excited to have some fan favorites back on the show that you've heard before, and you'll be hearing again. Hashtag Akbar, hashtag Seamus Golf, hashtag
Iona.
Oh, she's great. I can't wait to see her again. Maybe we could drag Rick back in. That'd be the quickest back-to-back. And then we also have, gosh, who else is going to come back on? Anyway, it's going to be, Mia's going to come and Mia Baker's going to come. We've never even met, but we've been internet friends forever. So that's cool. I've seen her swing get better, which is super exciting. Anyway, very excited. So strap in for a great show with Ricky Vroom Vroom. Is that his nickname?
Ricky Vroom Vroom Jr.
Ricky, welcome to the Eric Anders Lang Show. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I feel like I'm on the hot seat.
You're. It's like a warm seat. It's like a mellow seat.
I mean, I feel casual, ready to go. But
describe why you feel casual.
I mean, we're in an Airbnb that it's laid out perfect, decorated nice. I mean, I feel like this is kind of your vibe.
It's like super casual in the kitchen.
I mean, 70s.
Actually, yeah, these couches are pretty sick.
Yeah.
We're in Tulsa. Do you visit Tulsa very much?
I visit Tulsa once a year.
Once a year.
And this year twice. But
not on this weekend. You're here for a different reason this weekend.
I'm here normally for a dirt race that's all week long in January, which is our off season. And so I come here for a week, race dirt cars, and then go home and then come back next January. So, I mean, Southern Hills playing this week. Made for another good reason. You
came up. I mean, the circumstances of our introduction is pretty funny. Because we were the intersection of golf and auto racing.
Yeah.
Is there a large intersection there?
There's a huge intersection, I think, and even more so, after being in Austin there with Leishman and Answer and Taylor, they were massive car guys, love going fast and then obviously really good golfers. And, on our side of things, ton of NASCAR racers and drivers and even fans and down through the lower ranks of racing, a lot of people play golf. So I'd say it's a pretty good crossover.
There's kind of a connection there between it's kind of there's it's like a craft. There's a level of adrenaline on some level, how far, because with golf, it's kind of how good am I? How good can I play for how long? And with cars, it's how long can I not crash? Kind of. It's kind of you're trying not to crash in both sports.
Yeah. You're trying to put the perfect lap together without overstepping it. Right. So, whether it be a tucked pin that you're trying to shoot at when you probably shouldn't, or you run a 30-second lap and you feel like, hey, I need to run a 29.8 second lap. I've got to push it that little bit further. And is the car capable or am I capable? And
is there, because I don't know about, I've never actually personally driven a car on a track. I paid in Austin, I paid for a track day.
Yeah.
And then I woke up the next morning with a flat tire. And I called the guy who I paid. And I was like, hey, man, I know I booked a track day, but I have a flat tire. And he goes, sounds like more of a you problem. And I was like, no, but just can can I like come postpone it? And he was like, I'm going out of business. And I was like, so I can't get my money back? And he was like, no.
Oh, dang.
And yeah, it was kind of, anyway, whatever. Side note, it doesn't really matter. But I've never really driven on a track, but the reason why I bring it up is because in golf, there's like an element of letting go that for me is like involved in my best rounds. Is it the same with driving?
Letting go, like, I don't know. No, I feel like in racing, like, you got to go, like, get it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, I feel like golf, like we talked about it today, like, swinging too hard or like,
right.
Letting the club face or letting the club do most of the work, right? In driving, most of the time, if you, like, yeah, you can go faster if you back it down just a little bit. But for the most part, like restarts and things like that, if you're not aggressive and don't go get it, then, you'll get passed.
Right.
Like, I mean, you got to be pretty much on the edge at all times.
How many years have you been in NASCAR now?
The Cup Series, like top level since 2013.
How intense is it in the car? I mean, it's like I'm actually picturing it right now, and I'm like, that must be the most intense thing on earth.
I mean, I gave you a ride in the Camaro.
In the Camaro.
Dakota.
I mean, that was nothing compared to your.
No, but you got a little taste.
I got a little taste.
What kind of like at least.
But you were like chit chatting as we were driving.
Yeah.
You were like, so tell me about the night.
Yeah, but like, I mean, and that's how we are the whole time.
Right.
Like I'm talking to my spotter, my crew chief, telling them, hey, the car's doing this. And like, we're talking going through the corner if we need to.
That's insane.
But it's intense. I mean, the temperatures get hot in our cars. So middle of summer, it'll get 140 to 155 degrees in our car.
Your skin is experiencing 140 or 55 degrees.
Yeah.
That's so like a sauna for hours.
Yeah, for 4 hours.
Wow.
I know a couple of our guys, like, remember when they used to do that sports science and the guys would like swallow like the pills or whatever and it like recorded all this information? Well, they did it, and I think Denny Hamlin actually did it, and like his heart pumped the same amount of blood that a marathon runner would pump in a race. Yeah.
Oh, because you could see the because blood, because a healthy heart.
Yeah, I guess
is the measure of an athlete,
like,
kind of.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah, that's crazy.
Because our bodies are trying to cool ourselves off. Then you have your adrenaline, and you're trying to put your car on the edge, and then you got 39 other guys, doing the same thing. And so. And
how would you rate the 40 of y'all on like the mental health scale?
Mental health?
Yeah, like are you guys are the 40 guys on a NASCAR track? Are you guys crazy?
We don't think we're crazy, no.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure there's some people that think we're crazy, but
you don't seem crazy to me.
No, I would say most of us are super calm.
Like legit, if you were like, I'm in finance, I do accounting, let me know.
You can believe that?
I would be like, cool, man, cool. How's that going?
But like I don't know, for me, like I've always been like pretty shy, quiet, not a whole lot to say outside of the car, but like once most of us drivers get in the car, totally different.
Interesting. And
you ought to like, I mean, they always do like this thing called radioactive.
Mm-hmm.
And you can really see some drivers' personalities. Like they record every time we hit the button and talk to our team.
Yeah, yeah.
And so anytime you get like mad or, pissed off or something, like it's recorded and like they always play it. And so
do you got to
like
filter
some
what
guys,
you say?
Some guys hardly speak a word outside of, then all of a sudden you hear them, online and you're like, dang.
Wow.
They're furious.
He was pissed.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably because you're just on another level. Like you're like, it's like, is that stress or what is that?
It's frustration mainly. Cause like, if you're not leading, you want to be. And so you know that if your car is capable of going faster, you can do it. Like that's like the mindset. And so when your car's not doing what you need it to do, you get kind of frustrated.
Reasonable.
And so that's where I think that comes from. And then obviously when, somebody does something to you on the track that like, you're like, dang, you cut me off, you did this or did that, then people get pretty frustrated as well. But it's just an intense environment once you're in the car.
For sure.
And like, for us, our sport's totally different than any other sport. I would say golf might be similar other than, like we're doing, like we have our partners, like some of our sponsors, we're taking pictures 4 or 5 minutes before we get in the car, and then like we jump in, we put our helmet on and it's like, all right, it's go time.
Yeah.
It's like you're signing autographs for fans, for driver introductions 20 minutes before you get in the car and go. So like you don't have like your like certain range session, locker room, come out to the first tee and just roll with it. Like you got to go from entertainment, off the track to, all right, hey, it's time to go.
Now to like major motor skill, like hand-eye coordination.
Yeah. Yeah, like I do a lot of warm-up stuff in my bus, like juggling and balance and stuff, kind of get the heart rate going, a couple things that I do before I go out. But that's still, that's 45 minutes to an hour before like I actually get in the car.
Right.
So I don't know if it really helps, but I think it does.
Yeah, I mean, it would. It would definitely would. And I would imagine the whole, like, the entertainment factor would be, that would be a lot. Like, you can't get in the zone.
Yeah, like, you get in the zone, like, after the national anthem.
Whoa.
Like, get in the car, put your helmet on. We normally have, like, 4 pace laps, and then we're going green.
Right.
Like, hey, here we go, boys.
So, on the when considering, like, because it's funny, because hearing you talk about, like, being on the radio and, like, getting upset when things aren't performing the way you expect them to. Like, I was thinking about, I get more upset on the golf course than most other places. You know what I mean? Like when you really think you should have made a putt.
Yeah.
Or when you really thought like, like that wasn't, like.
Dude, so like I was playing with my dad and like I threw a club, got mad, and he's like, I'm never going to play with you again if you get that mad. Like golf for me, like, right, it's supposed to be fun,
right,
enjoyable, like it should be for most everyone. It's not our job.
It is
it's something
game
that we enjoy.
Yeah, it's
right?
An optional game.
And so I actually started enjoying golf so much more because I was like, like I'm not good enough to get that mad. And my life doesn't depend on it if I make this putt or not. Right. And so then I enjoy golf so much more.
So wait, when did this happen? When did the?
I'm not gonna say I haven't thrown any clubs since then, but man, this was probably 2013.
Okay, so a while ago.
Yeah, a while ago.
Yeah,
12, 13.
And your dad is who got you into golf?
He is. Like he would golf. I don't really ever know I don't remember like how good he was, but like he would go golf. I mean, he builds race engines for a living and race dirt cars and stuff. And I'm left-handed, so he got me a club made and I just hit it down the fairway till I got to the green. And that's how I got into it.
Just hit it down the fairway till I got to the green.
Yeah.
That's just the way to play.
Yeah, just started at the tee box and just didn't get in the cart and just met him at the green.
Yeah, we've really made golf quite a puzzle. I'm just like imagining now. It's like all those shots where like, me, like I'm watching you like curve the ball around the tree, and then we're like trying to get there, and we should get there in 4. It should up and down. You know what I mean? Like
if you
it's
just
like,
hit it straight down the fairway, it's got to be a lot easier.
Southern Hills, your first. You and I have never even been here before. Have you played? You haven't played the course.
No.
What's like how many? Do you play a lot when you play a lot while you're on the road?
I play more on the road than I do at home, I would say.
That's amazing.
Which, I mean, it's cool because I get to see a lot of different courses. But, I got a membership at home that I don't use near enough.
Right. We'll get into it, but you play so much on the road that you've developed a league.
Yes.
And tell me a little bit about that really quick.
So we got Denny Hamlin and I got together. We were at a test in, I can't remember, maybe New Hampshire. At lunch break, we're just sitting there talking, chatting. We're like, dude, we all play golf together all the time. Let's set up a league We can have entry fees. That way we can pay some points. Like we'll do it like the FedEx Cup. Like, the further you go, like the last event pays double points, all this stuff. And so we set it up. We got trophies, set up a modified Stableford format that we thought was good, and we just rolled with it. And so we do -1 for triple because we got guys all over the place handicap wise.
Right.
Like we've got some pluses, we've got some 20s.
Oh wow, so that's quite a bit, and it's like 40 guys.
It's 24.
24. Okay.
24. And so we play once a month, play 8 events, and keep point systems. Got a bet sheet, and everybody gets together. Hardest part is trying to get everybody's schedule.
Yeah.
And we kind of play similar courses, like the same courses every year. So like they're expecting us,
right?
Like they get us our 6 tee times that we need, or whatever. So,
right.
And kind of let us have free range of the day. But dude, it's so fun.
Is that like a bit of a spectacle? Like when you go out and play, are people like, wait a minute, this is not the norm? Do you guys fit in, or does it seem like there's something a little bit?
There's something a little different. Like we haven't had it the last year, but we would do pre-round interviews, national anthem before we tee off on we would do all kinds of stuff.
I love it.
Yeah. We do a trophy presentation close to 18th green.
Right.
We do it all. Victory lane interviews, or whatever you call that in golf.
Yeah. I don't know what that is in golf. But the 19th hole, I guess.
Yeah, the 19th hole.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. So it's so fun. We have a blast with it.
So when you're traveling though, and when did you first start because a lot of musicians have experienced, I think, where it's like I'm on the road and effectively I'm a little bored, right? Because I'm here for X days, I'm required for about 8% of that time.
Yeah.
When did golf become the solution to some extent for maybe that problem, or if it was at all?
I would say when I got into the Cup Series in 2013. I played more at home, I would say, than I did on the road when I was in what is now the Xfinity Series, kind of like the minor league.
The feeder tour, yeah.
Before the Cup Series.
Yeah.
And our schedule, you'd come in Friday, and then you would race Saturday. Wasn't a ton of off time. Well, when I got to the Cup Series, we practiced on Friday, qualified Friday night / afternoon, and then we would practice Saturday morning. We'd be done at noon, and then we wouldn't race until Sunday.
Right.
And so you got all afternoon on Saturdays to do whatever. And so all of us golfed, and we keep a set of clubs on our motorhomes because we stay on, our buses during the weekend. And dude, we'd load up, and we got different, golf tracks that we go to around the country.
So you stay in the track?
Yeah, inside.
You don't mess around with a hotel?
No.
Do some people stay in hotels?
Yeah.
But you just prefer being on the track?
I would say the majority stay in motorhomes. Yeah.
Because it's just it's your normal world.
So convenient. Yeah. I mean, I stayed when I was in the Xfinity Series, I stayed in hotels and stuff. But, when you're there for 3 days and you can kick your feet up in your own place.
Yeah.
Go eat lunch, go eat dinner, sleep in a little bit.
Yeah. So then how do you go to the golf course? Do you have a car there?
Yeah, we get a rental.
They just give you a rental? From what company? An actual rental company?
Yeah. No, we fly in. The teams fly in.
They give you, they fly in your favorite car?
No, the teams. Our whole team will fly into an airport.
Oh.
And they'll have the rental cars sitting there when we get off the plane.
But is it an actual rental car company, like a brand?
Yeah, like
it's
Enterprise or National or Avis.
What? There's no way. And you pull in and you give them your ID and you're like, it's my rental car?
Yeah, we just roll out.
That's insane to me.
Yeah.
It's insane to me that you're a professional driver and then you go rent a car at an airport at the same place I do.
Well, I mean,
I get that you have a valet or whatever that they bring it around and they're like, here's your car, mister.
Yeah. Well, they're in a parking lot. Because there's, 40 teams.
Yeah, but
and we all fly into the same area. Dude, there'll be 100 and something rental cars.
But shouldn't you have
parking
like
lot.
I want you to have a special car. I want you to have like.
Well, I have one that gets pulled behind my motorhome.
Oh, and that's your car.
It's technically mine, but my bus driver uses it.
And what car is that?
It's a F-250.
Okay,
because
interesting.
it hauls a golf cart in the back. Because
Priorities, bro. I love it.
Because around the track, we use golf carts to like go do all our appearances and stuff. When you come, I'll give you a full tour.
Dude, I cannot wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm just really stuck on this idea that like I want you to like I just need you to be in like an optimum vehicle as you're driving around the town.
Dude, sometimes I'll get a minivan. Sometimes I'll get a Suburban. Sometimes
no way, dude.
Toyota 4Runner. Sometimes like a Ford Explorer. Like,
and you're totally able to just switch. Like it's just like now I'm in a minivan on the street. No big deal.
It doesn't bother me.
It doesn't bug you.
No, because most of the time, like I'm just driving to the track. I practice.
But there must be sometimes when you're driving and you're looking at the apex.
And
you're just like, looking good, you know? Like, or like there's a road that's extra smooth and you're like, no? Because it doesn't exist in golf, is what I'm saying. Like you don't all of a sudden, there's no golf as a tool.
Yeah.
It's only a toy.
Golfers, and they get nice rentals.
Yeah, dude, they do, right?
They get nice
That's
rentals.
what I'm talking about. Yeah. And they're all parked there for them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Why wouldn't they just be like, yo, like here is your car spec'd out. Like even the seat. We've done like the seat. It's got your name. I don't know. Like,
yeah, I don't know.
We need to figure this out.
They're there for a week.
Yeah,
we're there for 2-3 days.
I guess that is true.
And then we drop them back off.
That is different.
Or in this case, I drove it from Fort Worth to Tulsa.
Did you ever watch Jackass?
Yeah.
Remember when they rented the car and took it to the demolition derby?
Yes.
And then he came back. We're like, what happened? And he's like, I got the insurance.
Yeah. I mean, you pay for the insurance. That's like Days of Thunder.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I mean, do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite movie? Six
Pack.
What is it?
6 Pack.
That's it. I've never even heard of that. Have you heard of that?
What?
None of us have heard of this movie. 6 Pack.
6 Pack with Kenny Rogers.
I mean, I love Kenny Rogers. It's a driving movie?
It's a racing.
6 Pack.
6 Pack.
I'm just going to Google it really quick.
You got to watch the trailer.
Okay. All right. I'll watch the trailer.
There's this kid named. Well, you'll just have to see it.
Is it new?
No.
Okay.
No.
6 Pack movie.
Like in the 80s.
Oh, wow. Yes. 82.
Yeah.
It's a 45% ranking. I mean, but yeah.
Yeah. The people that love this movie don't even know how to get on the internet.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We're going to watch the trailer. We're going to go to a quick ad break. I'm going to watch this trailer really quick while we're breaking. Ever since Prime Week began, I've been a huge supporter of what it's about. Ultimately, we want savings. Mm-hmm. And I'm here to help you add savings to your life. You're going to improve your health and add years to it.
And if you don't, your money back.
You're missing out, dude. Ultimately, Inside Tracker lets you take control of your wellness by providing a personalized health analysis that goes well beyond what you get with annual blood work. That's a fact. Anyway, fuck annual blood work. Go to insidetracker.com/EAL show. And for Prime Week until July 15th, you're going to get 31, that's 31% off your entire Inside Tracker order. Get a clear and comprehensive picture of what's going on inside. What's really going on, JoJo?
What's really going on?
That's an inside joke. InsideTrackerJokes.com/biz599. Put yourself on the path to living healthier, longer with Inside Tracker. Legitimately, though, please go to InsideTracker.com/EAL show. Get your discount. I've been using it. I thought the insights were valuable. And if you fuck with Prime Week, then they're gonna give you more of a discount. And as you know, it's a big discount.
Yeah, this is the week to do it. We've been having a really good deal with Inside Tracker to give you 20% off. But if you've been holding out, get on this journey with us because you get this nutrition, supplements, customizable action plan. And now it's 31% off, like a third of your entire order, InsideTracker.com/EAL show.
Get into it. So I wanted to ask you, I don't know why I'm obsessed with this, but like, what's your sleep routine? I'm really interested in this stuff right now. Do you care much? Are you like kind of OCD when it comes to sleeping, or are you just like whatever?
No, I'm just whatever. So I will say, like, I definitely learned a lot when I switched over to stock car racing.
Yeah.
Like when I moved to North Carolina. So I grew up racing dirt cars, and we raced at night, and you would get done back in bed 2 a.m.
Whoa.
But you wouldn't start racing, like your practice would be at 6 o'clock at night. Like you would work on the car during the day, race, 6 to get in bed at 2 and kind of do it all over again. Well, when I first got to North Carolina, I'd go testing stock cars. We'd start testing at 9 a.m. And so like I would test in the morning. After lunch, I'd be good. And then all of a sudden I'd like get slower. Like I was just worn out because I would stay up too late.
Right.
So I kind of shifted my kind of sleeping pattern, I guess. And now, obviously with the whoop and stuff, like I try and watch what I eat the night before the race, make sure I get, don't eat too close to when I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Make sure I get good sleep. So I feel like I definitely look at it 10 times more than I ever looked at it.
Yeah, that's where I'm at actually. And because I think about it a lot because we have that thing in common where you're on the road, situation can be different, and you're also you kind of want to just be in your optimum energy.
Yeah.
When it's time to go.
Yeah. Like days so before I ever had a whoop or anything that looked at my sleep, like I could wake up and I'm like, man, I don't feel perfect. Right now, when those days that I feel like that, I can look and I'm like, yeah, I'm not.
Right.
And now I'm like, hey, I feel pretty good today. And I look at it and it's like, oh, you're in the green. Let's go. And so like, I try to get in the green race day.
Yeah.
Like
that's the goal.
That's the goal.
For sure.
For us, like our cars, our engines, like they're perfect every time we go out. And we don't race them the day before full time and then race them again. Once we race them, we bring them back to the shop, tear them all the way down, put them back together.
Whoa, wait. No way. The engine gets completely rebuilt?
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
How much work is that?
Well, I mean, like we're not going to race it the next weekend.
You get a little bit of a gap.
Well, they have engines.
They have a swap engine.
Yeah. So like if we race a car this weekend, no issues to it. Like don't crash it or anything. Like we'll race it again probably 4 weeks later.
With a rebuild?
Yeah, like we'll tear it all the way down, put it back together, double check everything. Make sure there's no cracks in anything. And
the engine is completely rebuilt every race.
Yeah.
That's like hundreds of hours of labor.
No.
Really?
It's quicker than anything.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of work, but like...
What's the engine you guys are running right now?
We run a Chevy. We're Hendrick engines.
Okay.
So Hendrick is the biggest Chevy team.
Okay.
And they have the engine shop. And so there's 2 different engine manufacturers for Chevys. It's ECR, which is RCR, Richard Childress Racing, who Dale Earnhardt drove for back in the day.
Yeah.
And then Hendrick. And so they build the 2 Chevy engines. Our team doesn't build them. We lease them from Hendrick.
Common.
Yeah.
What's the spec on the engine itself?
It varies. So we got, I'm trying to think, we've changed it a lot. At the 1.5 mile racetracks now, we are at 670 horsepower.
Chill.
I don't know how they came up with 670. Like when I first started, it was like 850.
Wait, why did it go down?
Cost,
and maybe they wanted the racing to be tighter or something?
Yeah. And just mainly, I mean, dude, teams were spending so much money developing engines and they want new manufacturers to be able to come into our sport.
Right.
Like, without having to build an engine that's almost 900 horsepower.
I mean, that's the limit.
Yeah. So we run 670 and then we run 500 horsepower on like our bigger tracks like Daytona and Talladega.
Okay.
And that's all restricted mainly with a restrictor plate. So like just reduces the air coming into the intake.
Okay.
And so that's how they kind of regulate the horsepower.
Because you could put like blast some air in there and get more.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What is the
It's kind of kind of like cavity back irons. You know what I mean? I mean, get a lot of pop out of that. You know what I mean?
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Free yardage.
You have you ever had a hole-in-one?
Dude, not even close.
Really?
I've holed out from fairways from 130, 150 yards. Never even come close to a hole-in-one. I say not close. Like a foot or two, but not like a foot of like, hey, it rolled right past it. Like I'd be a foot short or something.
Right,
like,
right.
No.
I feel like you're
with plenty of hole-in-ones.
Who are like worse than you. You're pretty good.
No, they're good.
You're a good golfer though.
Dude, sometimes. Like, I don't know how my index is what it is. Like, we do a lot of gambling with our golf, and
yeah, you need to get that handicap up.
I'm not like I don't know, what do they call it? Like a vanity handicap. Like,
yeah.
I don't want my handicap to be low.
No.
It does me no good.
It doesn't help.
It actually makes it worse. So when I go play, like with you and cameras are around, they're like, you're what?
As long as yeah.
Yeah, so that's where it's at right now. Like,
yeah.
I would say I feel comfortable with my index around a 6 or a 7.
See, I feel like I have a vanity handicap, and I am a 6 or a 7. I feel like I should be at 13.
No way. No way. I don't see how it's a 6 or a 7.
You think I'm lower than that?
Dude.
I played well today.
I mean, you made bogeys from everywhere today, which
that's the
was
goal.
Impressive today.
I mean, these are 500-yard bogeys. Look, this is a full-scale bogey.
You made a 500-yard par 4 par.
That's true. That's true.
And a 636-yard birdie.
That was incredible. That was like one of the... Honestly, though, I think...
Which that's, to me, I'm like, that is what it is. Like, you hit 3 good shots, you're going to have...
Yeah, it doesn't really matter the length. You know what I mean?
But
it's like driver.
Par 4 was impressive.
Yeah, it was... Dude, it was a fun day. Like, going back to Southern Hills and just in general, like, some of the golf you've seen around the country as you've been traveling, what sticks out to you as, like, memorable?
Played so many good golf courses, and like I don't really like oh, that's my favorite. Like I just like nice golf courses.
Yeah.
The nicer the course, normally the better I play, I feel like.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
That's fucking awesome.
Except for today. I mean, it was used up. I mean, the pros used it up.
I mean, they took a lot of the juju away. Yeah, they like that course had a lot of like bogeys on it, just waiting around.
I mean, dude, they had a lot out there themselves, and I think that scared me a little bit.
You played Bethpage after the PGA there a couple years ago. What was that experience like?
Well, it was dry, which was nice.
Today was soaking wet.
Yeah. I don't know the yardage difference.
Yeah.
I think we talked about this a little bit today. But I felt like Bethpage played longer.
Yeah.
Than
for
Southern
sure.
Hills.
Yeah, I think it does.
Just with the rough. Because today I felt like you could advance the ball out of the rough with a decent distance, get it closer to the green. I felt like at Bethpage Black, it was grab your wedge, get it out, and then you still have a 4-iron in.
That wears on you.
So I thought that was tough. I felt like the greens, I felt like they were about the same size. Like neither one of them were very big. Right. Southern Hills, the greens, I felt like were pretty small. I don't know what you thought. They weren't big.
I think it's like the greens were, it's like
the landing spots were small.
That's what I was gonna say. Is that the greens are large? They're medium, but there's a lot of places you don't want to be.
Yeah.
And I mean, hell, on the 11th hole, or was that the par 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like we all got tossed on that one.
Yeah.
Like we went, I think 3 out of 4 players went bunker to bunker or went over the green.
Yeah.
Just went like chipping around like it was a joke.
Yeah. Luckily, I ended up in the short bunker, short of the hole.
Yeah, I mean,
so
you
I
had
had a lot of green to work with.
Yeah.
And
you were coming off a birdie.
Coming off a birdie.
Just nasty. Just feeling like Tiger Woods, just stepping up. Just like, I got this shot.
Here's a fun fact for you. We played 12 holes.
We played 12 holes.
Didn't have a par.
Yeah. Wait, on the back nine, you didn't have a par?
I didn't have a par anyway.
You went birdie.
I went birdie, bogey.
Oh, 10, 11, 12.
I was either going to birdie 13 or par. I was 120 out, looking right at the flag. I was like, I'm going perfect wedge.
I'm going back in the morning. We got rained out from a lightning delay, and then
hit my ball. I got a tee out there. We just hit me a ball.
I'll hit one for you.
Yeah,
this one's for Ricky.
Yeah, I think your ball's still there.
Oh, it better be there in the morning. If it's not there, I'm quitting. I actually I was playing the other day and I dropped a speaker. It fell off my bag, and I was the last person to tee off. I went into the pro shop and I was like, "Hey, did the speaker come in?" They're like, "No." So I went out to look for it and it wasn't there, and I was like, "Well,
somebody stole it."
So who picked it up?
Yeah,
like someone picked it up and was like, "I'll have that."
They're like, "Yeah, they're not gonna need it."
What like as you go around in the world, you seem like a kind of a principled person. Like, what like kind of drives you crazy? What don't you understand in the world?
In the world?
Yeah.
Man, that could go anywhere. I think for me, common sense.
Lack of it.
Yeah.
Or you're like, I actually hate common sense.
No, the lack of it. The lack of it.
Yeah.
Like golf course, for example.
Okay.
We played today. Playing a great course. Clearly, nobody in front of us fixed their ball marks.
That was weird, actually. I was noticing that.
And like, I find that very common.
Yeah, that's
a lot of
strange.
courses.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, like, takes no effort to.
Yeah,
if
it's
you
not
can't
hard
find
to
where
do.
your ball mark, fix somebody else's.
I like that. It's not hard to do, and it makes a big difference.
It makes a huge difference
in the golf course itself. Yeah. It's definitely like, I'll notice sometimes when I'm at dinner and people don't push their seat back in.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, little things that you feel like should be done.
Yeah.
And yeah, like stuff like that.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Stuff like that gets on my nerves.
What about in the car? Not on the track, but just driving around town.
Oh, like driving around town?
A lot of
dude,
non-common
there's so
sense.
much stuff. I don't need people to use their blinkers. Like stuff like that doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
But, four-way stops when people are just like, who goes? Well, who stopped first?
Yeah. Oh, God. And then, it's a right of way. If you stop at the same time, it's the driver to the right or something.
Yeah.
Which is like no one knows that.
That's why, like, when I stop, I just, like, if you get aggressive and just go, like, everybody else stops.
Even in the minivan? You're just like,
I've only had a minivan, I think, twice.
Wait, I would love to just have footage of you driving around some
Fit a lot of friends in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, when I'm driving, the thing that kind of bothers me sometimes is like when the left lane lurkers.
Okay, I was getting ready to go there, like driving to Tulsa from Fort Worth.
Yeah, you did it last night.
Did it last night. There's not many of us on the road. I'm running in the right lane mostly because as soon as I pass somebody.
Running, by the way, you don't say running if you're not a pro driver. I'm running in the right lane. I'm running on the inside.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
all right, I got you.
So when you pass somebody,
just
pull over. Get right back in the right lane.
For sure.
Leave the left lane open. So I'm the same way on that. But, so I'm running constant speed.
Right. Cruise control or just?
But either one. Sometimes I go back and forth.
Do you fuck with cruise control or you prefer just manual?
I go both.
Okay, cool.
I did both on the way here.
All right.
And this car, I'd pass it.
Oh, God.
Pull over. In like a mile, they would pass me. And I'm like, what are you doing?
Changing mind, huh?
And then I could tell they were on their phone. They're like weaving in front of me. And all of a sudden they're slowed up 10 miles an hour. I blow by them. Yeah. Pull back over. Yeah. They passed me 5-6 times.
Oh, my God. See, that's when I'm just like 120 later.
Just
I'm going so far away from you that you'll never catch up to me.
I almost did that, but then I didn't. I was like, I don't want a ticket.
Yeah, it's good. Have you ever driven on the Autobahn? Have you ever been in?
No.
Dude, we got to go. No. Think about it. Do you care about that or no?
Actually, no, I did.
There's no speed limit, dude.
Yeah, no. So I was on a USO tour.
Okay.
And I went to Ramstein, the Air Force Base.
Oh yeah.
And we were on
I said that like I've been there.
Yeah,
what am I talking about?
Yeah. We were on, I was in a van, not a minivan, but a bigger van. And I'm like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
I wasn't even driving, but
yeah.
I was like, there's no speed limit. And
there's no speed limit, dude.
Yeah.
And the drivers, the reason what made me think about it is because the drivers are hella polite.
So is there less accidents on that than there are on a regular interstate?
I want to know. Great question.
Great question.
Maybe JoJo
Look
can
that
pull it
up for us.
Maybe JoJo can pull that shit up because it's a great question.
I bet it's safer.
I'll bet it's safer because there is more responsibility on yourself.
Yeah. You got to pay attention.
Yeah.
Most people crash because they're not paying attention.
Dude,
if you're running 120,
yeah,
you might want to pay attention.
It's the fastest you've ever driven on a public road.
Public road, like 125 or something.
Whoa, weak, dude.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Simon's driven faster than that, and he's like 20 years old.
Yeah. What's your fastest speed?
150.
Yeah, see?
I finally took
I have a car that will do 200, but I haven't done it.
Yeah. All right, so does the Autobahn have more accidents? The Autobahn does experience fewer vehicle-related accidents than the U.S. It means that the German highway experiences, whatever. It's
safer.
I believe it. I mean, one of the things
Texas
that could
highways got to be safer.
Oh, yo, Texas drivers, I gotta file a complaint, dude.
What? They're not good.
I gotta file a complaint, man. It's just like I don't know why they're not interested in. Really, I think the speed limit is both don't go too much faster than this, but also like let's not go much slower than that.
Yeah.
It's like all around Austin, this is like the speed limit on the freeway is like 70. There are cars going like 58. Middle of town, 35. They're going 27.
Yeah, that bugs me.
And you're just like, hey ho, you can go 40 and it's no problem. You're not gonna get a ticket.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of varying speeds, and that's probably the most dangerous thing, even when you're racing. No doubt. It's the difference. So
people
in speed.
ask me all the time, how is it hard to go the speed limit? Like when you get done racing.
Oh, right.
Like they're like, how do you speed on the way to the
It's actually a really good question.
And it's no. Like you go the flow of traffic, right?
Right.
So like when you're racing at 200, everybody's doing 200, doesn't seem that fast.
And the road's big, and there's not like mailboxes.
Like when you're on the interstate and everybody's doing 80, completely fine. If you run up on somebody that's doing 50 and you're running 80, you're like, well, I'm flying.
Yeah.
So like that disparity in speed.
Yeah. As the weather gets warmer, Factor can help you spend less time at home in the kitchen and more on the course. Factor makes it easy for me to eat clean 24/7 with fresh, never frozen prepared meals that are so delicious you wouldn't believe they're actually good for you. Factor offers 30 meals per week. Let's do it, JoJo. Each
Factor
meal arrives pre-prepared and is ready to eat in 2 minutes. That doesn't say you're not supposed to eat it in 2 minutes, but you will be ready to start eating in 2 minutes.
If you're into it, you'll be ready, though.
I can eat that in 2 minutes. It's good.
We could probably do it in the length of a pod break. So
I
maybe next time we'll just...
I could create a meal and then eat it. I loved it. They're faster and cheaper than ordering in. Factor employs registered dietitians and expert chefs to work hand in hand creating meals with nutritious ingredients. Some of my favorites from the past week. The queso fundido was extraordinarily memorable. And the cilantro cauliflower rice. Wait, is your mouth watering?
It's watering a little bit. Do you have the soap thing with cilantro?
Did you say watering?
It's, the saliva. It just gets in the way of
W?
the M and the W. Flips it upside down.
The cacio e pepe with roasted broccoli and cauliflower. My mouth is watering.
Oh, I had that one. That, the right amount of pecorino romano.
I'm just as dumb as a dog over here. My mouth is just dripping wet. Citrus mojo Cuban pork with wild rice and stewed black beans.
Sounds good for you and good for your soul.
Imagine having a party and all of that being ready in 2 minutes. Factor makes it easy for you to do all that. 24/7. Head over to go.factor75.com/EAL Show 120 and use the code EAL Show 120 to get $120,000 off. No, sorry, that's a typo. JoJo, why'd you write $120,000 off?
They gave me $120. That they didn't.
That's not possible. $120 off. They will pay you Anyway, you're going to get a discount, and you're going to use the code EAL Show 120 at go.75.com/EAL Show 120. What are you looking forward to? Like, what's the thing that you're like working for that you want?
I feel like our sport is tough. You know, like I had success in the Xfinity Series, won 2 championships and a bunch of races, and then moved up to the Cup Series and had a little success, but not like the success that I had, you know, or what I would like to achieve. And so we've won a couple races, made the playoffs, you know, contended for wins, you know, finished second quite a few times, but like winning on a consistent basis, battling for championships, stuff like that's what I look forward to on the racing side of things. Getting married soon, so definitely looking forward to.
Where's the wedding going to
be? Charleston.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
But you're not in Charleston. You're in Charlotte.
Charlotte, yeah.
Charleston's one of those beautiful towns out around.
Dude, it's great.
Yeah.
Great golf.
You gonna play golf? I was thinking about you gonna play some golf.
Yeah, probably golf the morning of. You know?
My best friend got married in Australia, and I flew down to go to the wedding, and then he and I went on a 6-day honeymoon right after the wedding, and it was a golf trip. Just he and I went on a golf trip for 6 days.
Wow, she was cool with that.
So yeah, well, I mean, you know, it's like Australia, so I'm just thinking you could potentially work that into your deal, you know?
Okay.
Charleston, you know, 4 days. Kiowa.
Are you setting this up?
I could make this happen.
Okay.
I could work on a golf trip.
All right.
Do you do golf trips as well, or not really?
Not really. I mean, like some of our golf events that we do as our group, like we'll travel to, you know, Sage Valley or.
You just played
in
Sage?
The mountains, yeah.
I've never played it.
It's cool.
It looks like
it's cool.
Bonkers.
The par 3 is sick.
Yeah.
Lit at night.
Yeah. Do you prefer night races or day races?
I think the racing is better during the day.
Okay.
Because the track's hotter, gets slick, cars slide around a lot.
Okay.
Just the cars have less grip, so I think there's better racing.
Interesting.
But the night races are cool because, I mean, the cars look better.
It just looks
flames coming out of the side. Like when we bottom out, you see sparks. And so I think the Bristol night race is probably one of my favorite races that we do.
Yeah. Is there a smell that you're just like, my guy, like the car? Like, is it?
Yeah. I mean, there's that. Like you walk through the garage when everybody's kind of warming up their engine.
Yeah.
To get ready for the race or ready for practice, and you're like,
Here we go.
We're in the right spot.
And is it like exhaust, or is it like it's like oil, or like?
Yeah, it's the fumes. Everybody's like, you know, I mean, you're not standing right by the exhaust pipe. But.
When I was a kid, I used to love the smell of gasoline.
So yeah, my sister used to stand behind my mom's car when she was like warming it up. You know, like gasoline smells good,
dude. It's a good smell. Like I'm gonna go open up the tank right now.
It's not recommended to just like.
It is not good. Can you see how bad it is for you? How much does one
sniff of gasoline like kill your brain cells?
It's a smell, just a smell.
Whoa, you didn't say you like to drink.
I've never drank it. Has anyone drank gasoline?
I mean, I've tasted it on accident.
Yeah.
Like working on a dirt bike and, you know, gas get on you and you're like.
Have you ever had to siphon gas?
Yes. And see, I've got a little.
That's when you taste it. And you're like, whoops.
A little too close. Yeah.
So you said your dad was building engines.
He still does.
And was that a big part of your journey of like falling in love with like motors?
Yeah. So like, I mean, I grew up. So here's kind of the timeline. My dad started racing when he was like 22. Him and my mom got married and at noon on a Saturday, and he raced that night.
Hell yeah.
I was born at noon on a Saturday. He raced that night.
Right.
And then I went to the track. I was 6 weeks old the first time I ever went. My mom took me and I went to the racetrack. I've probably been going on average to a racetrack for, 40 to 43 weekends on average a year, my whole life.
Wow.
Yeah. And so that's all I've ever done. And then I started racing BMX at 3. And I got my first dirt bike at 4.
What kind of dirt bike it for?
PW50.
Okay.
Yeah, back then they were white, red with gold wheels.
Okay.
So I had that.
Is it 2-stroke?
No, 4-stroke.
4-stroke.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
a little
cool.
PW50. And then I started racing go-karts at 5.
Okay.
And then I did that until I was 15. I got in a full-size car.
And so your dad is like fucking stoked.
Yeah.
He's like, let's go. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
right?
so like my dad, he was good, really good around home. Won a bunch of races, and he built engines for a living. And so I grew up in the engine shop with him, and like I would go work there with him and, spend a lot of time with him.
Was there anything about the engine that you remember like learning or understanding that you were like, oh, wow?
Really kind of all of it, really. I mean, like I would wash parts and stuff like that. And then eventually I moved to where I was like, I would tear the engine down all the way from start to finish, clean everything up, look at stuff and be like, oh, this looks bad. Or
what kind of engine are we talking about?
V8s.
A V8.
Yeah.
So you got like gaskets, valves, everything.
Yeah.
Cams.
Yeah. He would do a full valve job.
How long does it take you to tear that apart?
Not very long.
6 hours? 2 hours?
2-3 hours.
I mean, I guess you've got all the tools. It's already out of the end. It's already out of the car.
It's already out of the car. Yeah, it's on.
Oh, okay. So it's like all the manifolds are off and everything like that.
Yeah.
Radiator, you're good.
Yeah.
Okay, because that's a lot of the work.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah. Okay. Not like I know what I'm talking about.
You do. I mean, that was all.
Not really.
That was all part of it. I mean, you watch enough movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the extent of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was into dirt bikes. I actually rode a motorcycle across country.
Really?
Yeah, and then I bought a dirt bike, and it was a I don't know, it was like a Yamaha 400.
Yeah.
And I fell off it on like an OHV area in California, and I fell off it by myself, and I was like, this is, if I'm falling without anyone fucking with me, you know what I mean? Like I'm struggling and I'm on my own.
Yeah.
Like imagine if it was someone else, because everyone in LA at the time, like I had friends who were getting doored and things like that, and they got the collarbone and they're in the hospital.
I'm not big on two wheels on the street.
Dude, can we just say that that's like a different animal?
It is. Like I grew up riding dirt bikes.
Yeah.
Love being in the woods, trail riding, or on tracks. But dude, street bikes and stuff, like that kind of sketch me out. Mainly because again, nobody pays attention, right?
Nobody. Dude, everybody's texting. They're not supposed. People are texting so badly that they're going to extra degrees to tell you not to text.
Yeah. Even
though you should already know.
Yeah.
Because you think you can do it.
You're like, practice makes perfect.
Everybody does it. It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's like kind of the craziest thing. Like if aliens just came to look at Earth and they were like, why is there a sign that says don't text and drive? And like 4 out of 10 are texting and driving.
It's got to be higher than 4 out of 10.
It's so
no
crazy.
Doubt it's higher than 4
it's so
out of
crazy.
10.
By the way, I'm driving. I drove down from Chicago to get here this morning.
Dude, we met not in the middle, but we met somewhere.
Yeah, and like this morning, I was on a conference call. I mean, I was driving, but someone else was operating it. But there was an iPad on the dashboard with like a full-on video call.
Yeah.
and we pulled by a cop, and Landon took the iPad down, and I was like, what is it? Are we not allowed to drive with an iPad on the dashboard? And he was like, I don't think so. I just figured it was fine, like.
I know in Chicago you wouldn't have done it. Illinois is bad.
Yeah, they're bad. Yeah. But you can't talk on a phone. I don't know. The driving thing is crazy. Like the way that I think we underestimate the seriousness of what's happening on the road.
Yeah. Dude, a friend of mine was running like 40 miles an hour on his Harley, and somebody pulled out in front of him. He went over their hood.
Yeah.
It's
just a lot.
And even like nobody was going fast at all, but still it was a massive crash.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not great with I'm not like super for two wheels on the street.
I don't even like them near me.
Yeah. I pay way more attention when they're around.
Yeah, I see them come by and I'm just like, get away. Like, you just go past me. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I don't, because there's just so many things that you can't control, like especially with trucks. Like how is there a truck and a motorcycle both on the same road? If you really think about it, that's like a whale and a salmon just right next to each other.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
And then Ricky's there in his minivan running 50 in the right.
Yeah. No, I don't do. Look, a couple times in a minivan. Not a big fan of the minivan.
I feel like I could see you in like a matte black Pacifica, with like some rims.
Yeah, I feel like because I said I drove a minivan once, you're like, oh, dude, he drives a minivan all the time.
What's the fiance driving?
What does she drive?
Yeah, what does she have?
BMW X5 or something.
Cool.
Yeah, she got a nicer car than I do.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, she does have you have a dually.
I drive the dually.
And she's got a Beamer.
She loves cars. Like, she's a car girl. Yeah. She's into cars.
How did y'all meet?
So I have a dirt sprint car team that races all across the country. And I hired her brother. Good tactic. No, I didn't.
Solid.
I didn't know. I didn't know about his sister or about Madison until after I hired him. But then we just met, and she worked actually for another NASCAR team.
Interesting.
Yeah, and we met like a little bit before COVID.
Okay.
And then we started hanging out kind of during COVID, and here we are.
Does she still work for the other team?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Can't do that.
No. So
how did that? Did she just naturally say, I can't do that, or were you like, I need you to?
She's still working in our sport.
Okay.
And she works on more of the sponsor relations side of things, with a team and a driver that's in the Xfinity series.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And if that driver comes into the Cup Series, then what?
I mean, she could still do it if she wanted to.
But you would be like,
I mean, you got to pick a
trying
side.
To make someone else's money? Come on.
Got to pick a side, right?
Got to pick a side.
Yeah. No, she's awesome. She loves this. She loves our sport. She's not a massive golf person.
Yeah. Does she like to drive Does she like to drive the car fast?
Yes.
She drives fast.
Yeah.
I think that's a good sign.
Yeah. So I normally don't drive fast on the road anymore.
But she does.
She does.
Does it scare you?
No. She's a good driver.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I ride. I don't mind riding.
Really?
No.
Do some drivers mind riding? They mind being in the passenger seat?
Yeah, some of them like have to drive.
I feel like I could see you being really uncomfortable in an Uber.
So I didn't get Uber on my phone. Like, I don't know. Pick a year. When did Uber come out? Do you know? 2008.
Is that there's no way you know the number that fast. That can't be. You just know it's 2008. Is it true? Yeah. When did it become popular? There's no way. I'm going to say 2014.
Okay.
There's no way it was just
I need to know.
2008.
I probably didn't get Uber
maybe
on my phone.
In March of 2009, but technically it was in May of 2008.
Wow. Okay.
This guy.
He must have just watched the show on Showtime.
He just watched that show with Travis Lerman.
Yeah.
Big tech company.
Yeah.
Okay, so I probably didn't have Uber on my phone until 2019.
Why? You don't need it.
I don't need it, but if you have Uber, then you have to pay for it. If you don't have Uber, somebody else has to pay for it.
Hey, can someone call an Uber? Ricky, you go ahead. You're like, I don't have it.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't have any service.
Yeah.
Also, I don't really want to.
Yeah. No, I never use it that often.
That's pretty smart. I'm going to delete Venmo. I'm going to delete all these other apps. I don't have Venmo. I can't pay you back.
Can't pay you. Do you take cash?
I don't have that either.
Yeah, it was like 2019.
Okay.
I think I used it for the first time. I was flying into Santa Barbara, somewhere out there.
Yeah.
And I needed a ride down to Ventura.
That's a long ride.
Is it Santa Barbara?
Santa Barbara would be much closer. Sacramento would be like
an hour.
4
yeah,
hours.
Not Sacramento.
That'd be a bitchin' first Uber ride.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, pal.
Yeah.
I'm new to the app. We're going for 200 miles.
So I was going from there to a dirt race.
You would immediately have a 0 rating.
Yeah.
Like they would immediately.
But the guy, dude, he was super cool. And,
was he? I wonder where your Uber rating is.
I don't know.
I wonder what it is. What do you think it is? I feel like it's probably pretty good. I feel like you empathize with the drivers. I think you just hit your upper. Yeah, you just hit the. Oh, did you see that?
Is yours not good?
It's not that good. It could be higher.
Top right corner. 5.0.
5.0.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to come and hang.
Yeah.
And check this out and smell it. Yeah, I mean, I just want to be around it.
Right there with the pit stops.
Yeah.
On the pit box.
I'm totally down to volunteer on the pit crew. Yeah, I feel like I could be a good value add.
What do you think you would do?
I'd be good probably like overseeing,
Overseeing?
Maybe I don't need a direct task,
Okay.
But more like you guys good? Are we good? Yeah. Are we good? Hey, he's coming in. Everyone get ready. Yeah. This is happening.
Yeah. I mean, our pit stops are
no mistakes.
9-10 seconds now.
Yeah. Nobody fucked us up.
Yeah. Which is important.
And then afterwards I could really give everybody some feedback too. Like, hey,
watch some film.
Yeah, let's go take a look at this.
Yeah.
I feel like I could have seen you more in your lower back here,
Breaking 11 because we need to be under 11 seconds.
Guys, this one's way too long. We got to speed it up.
Yeah.
Pace of play.
Yeah, and hey, quite a few of my pit crew guys like to golf.
Dude, let's all go play.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Little team building. Do you play with them much, or is it?
No. So like,
are they're working when you have time off?
Most of the time, yeah.
Yeah.
But my team guys are different than my pit crew guys.
Okay.
So the pit crew guys, we actually source those from somebody else as
well.
Oh,
interesting.
Yeah, because we're a single car team,
right?
And for us to put the time and effort into a pit coach, a training facility for them, there's a lot that goes into it,
right? And
so we actually hire ours from another team.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Is that public? Is it people know that?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. That's interesting.
But they've been solid this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I mean, if you want to put a team together and try out, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I got 3 guys I can think of right now. Simon would be good at it.
You only need 5.
No, it's no shade, JoJo. I just mean Simon's just he's
need tire carrier, a couple tire changers.
Yeah.
Gas man.
Gas man.
Yeah.
The gas man is definitely, you need to definitely be a weirdo to be the gas man.
Got to be strong.
You got to be strong and nothing's got to phase you.
Yeah.
And you've got to really not mind the smell of gasoline because it's always on you, I'm sure.
Yes. Yeah.
How heavy is that hose?
That might be your job.
That might be, I'm the gas man.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've been on the road for a few days. I have a little gas.
Yeah.
What's your go-to meal before driving?
It stays pretty consistent as far as it's normally some kind of grilled chicken.
Yeah.
Squash, zucchini, some rice, something.
Yeah. My guy's
simple.
from LA, dude. This is a LA meal.
That is?
That's not a you said you're from Mississippi? That's not a Mississippi lunch.
No.
What's a Mississippi lunch?
Fried catfish with some tartar sauce on it. Some French fries, onion rings.
That's not going to do you right. That's not going to be that good in a 150 degree box.
No, but I mean, it is good, but not like this past week. I had a stuffed pepper with some ground turkey in it.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah, try and keep it pretty clean before the race.
Yeah, you need to keep it light. You don't need like oils and cheeses and stuff.
No,
but
now after the race, dude.
Oh yeah,
like I hammered In-N-Out on the way here.
Oh dude, In-N-Out is so good.
2 double doubles on the way here.
2 double. That's a lot. 2 double doubles.
No fries. I didn't get fries. Just
really? The fries are the best part.
I do like fries animal style, but like driving, so much easier to eat 2 double doubles instead.
You're right. I like that. You're just focused.
Protein, but more protein.
Yeah, and you're trying to move. I'll do the fries.
I looked at the line.
Yeah.
Bolted inside. Got it. Got back in the car, and it only put like 4 or 5 minutes onto my arrival time.
It's a good time. That's a good pit stop day.
I was in and
Sorry,
out quick.
I'm just laughing because I was in Wisconsin before this. Have you been up there much?
Yeah.
You got the cheese curds? Have you done the cheese curds? Dude, I had cheese curds for breakfast.
Dude, cheese curds are great.
They're good.
Have you ever come to North Carolina?
Yeah.
Have you ever been to a cookout?
Well, I don't know. Like, yeah, but I mean, what does that mean?
No, not like somebody's house, a cookout, but like There's a fast food joint called Cookout.
Oh, no, I haven't been. No.
Okay.
That was confusing.
Yeah.
I was like, I've been to Cookout.
I've been to a few cookouts. We have them all the time.
Like, you mean a barbecue or like a...
Their cheese curds are really good.
At Cookout.
Yeah.
At the Cookout.
Yeah. The Cookout.
What I'm trying to get to...
They have like 48 different milkshakes you can get.
Dude. We keep talking about milkshakes.
And they have quesadillas, burgers, chicken tender. I mean, they have everything. Hot dogs.
Is this like a Checkers?
No.
Culver's?
No. No.
Is it?
No, because they
Olive
have
Garden?
everything.
Is it? But it's fast food.
We could all eat for like $20. They're
Cookout.
big time racers too. They love racing.
So wait, it's a chain?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's like 324 of them.
That's a lot. How do you know exactly the number? That's bizarre.
I don't know why I said 324.
Oh, are they a sponsor?
No.
Oh, they're
No,
gonna
they're
be.
not.
Cookout.
No, but they do. They're kids. Like they're into racing. Like I think they started in North Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah. They're venturing. I mean, like we got one in Mississippi now.
Cool.
Yeah. So you should check them out.
All right,
North Carolina.
Yeah.
When you come to a race over that way.
Yeah. Where's the best race to go to? And we'll leave with this. Like thinking like, when does the season end? September?
November.
So does it get harder towards the end of the year?
No, I mean our tracks are.
I mean, like more like intense.
It can.
Right.
It can. Like our playoffs start in September.
Okay. So maybe I'll come like August, September. What's the best?
I think you should come to the Bristol night race.
Yes. I mean, you did bring that up already.
My favorite race.
Okay.
There's good golf around there.
Yes.
There's a place called the Virginian and a place called the Old Farm.
Okay. Bristol.
Really good places to play. And it's down the road from the track.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's
How far is
half
Bristol,
mile.
Tennessee from like Nashville or whatever? Where is it near?
It's closer to Knoxville.
Oh, I've never been there.
To Knoxville?
I've heard Knoxville's really cool. There's like a museum and everything.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff in Knoxville.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, it's like 2 hours from Knoxville, I think.
Okay, cool.
There's a airport, Tri-Cities, I think, is where you would fly into, like if you're, but like it's like 4 hours from Nashville.
Okay, cool. September 17th.
Yeah.
We should do an event, dude.
So Bristol half mile.
Okay.
It's like a coliseum.
It's not that long.
160,000 people.
Okay, cool. That's a lot of people. 160,000 people.
Yeah.
Can you hear them?
No.
No, you can't hear shit.
No, it's loud.
You're just hearing. What RPMs are you running?
Top RPM around 8,700 9 grain.
That's a fucking lot, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you must just be in the car like, this thing's gonna explode, right?
This weekend at Texas, like our end of the straightaway speed, like we were like 9,000, 9,100.
That's a lot.
It was screaming.
That's a lot, dude.
Screaming.
Man, I cannot wait, dude.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, September 17th, I'll be there.
Mark it down.
Mark it. Dude, Ricky, it's been a pleasure, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to September. It's not far away.
Yeah, September 17th. Best race of the year.
Dude, I'm fucking
rolls.
stoked. All right, y'all.
Fun.
Thanks,
Break
Ricky. We'll
90.
see you soon.